Achtung, Achtung, hier ist Alex Wright, and you are listening to Chat Grabble and Cheat Pops with JB and Chris Dredd. Enjoy it, or I come over and kick your ass.
Hey, what is up, wrestling fans, friends and family? It is me, JB, and the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts next to me, Mr. Chris Dredd. How you doing, man?
All good, bruv. Yes, I'm all right, mate. What day is it? Wednesday?
It is Wednesday. You know what
that means. You know what that means that we are recording an episode. So, yeah, I'm pretty fucked this week, actually, but I'm looking forward to half term coming up.
Yes, it is half term in the UK.
Yes, indeedy. So I'm just tucking in. JB was asking me what I'm drinking today in my fucking Stein, and I'm drinking Kian, which is like Cyprus Tango, bruv.
Cypriot Tango. Okay, let's go,
bruv. It's banging. Shout out to yourself and Mrs. B on the channel there. Trying all the tings and all that. I'm gonna get you some Kian. They've got different flavors. This is orange. They've got like tangerine flavor, which is fucking amazing. Lemon, all the at-tricks, you know what I'm saying? So they've got all the at-tricks, bro. Yeah. So they've got all the flavors, and it is banging. Look at the color of that. That's what Tango used to look like.
That's a sharp orange color.
That's right, trust me, bro. That's pain. But yeah, man, not all good. Just tired. Got to crack on with the Kian just to get a little bit gassed and that. Yeah, looking forward to half term, man. Spend some time with the youth and the family and them things there. How you doing?
Literally dipping into the fridge right now, underneath my desk.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm a savage. Vintage.
Bro, where are you getting the cans from, blood? Come on, fam. Where are you getting the cans from?
Where did you get this can from? Where was it? It was... it's one of the bargain shops, B&M.
Bro, I beg you, yeah? You're my virgin, innit?
Next time I'm around that way.
Bro, get me some, innit? I will fucking sort you out. Get me some 1901. Obviously,
some
vintage, bruv. You know, shout out again to Iron Brew. We need that sponsorship, bruv. We need that.
Yeah, we're waiting for that call.
We're waiting for the call on the sponsorship. But it's bit first of all though, bro, before we crack on, can we have, I mean, I know you and I are very rarely silent, but even a moment of silence for superstar Billy Graham, bro. People underestimate. Well, I mean, I say that, but I mean, people in the modern era of wrestling kind of underestimate how the guy kind of set the blueprint up for people like Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair,
showbiz and box office. Yeah, before his time. Yeah, before their time. Sorry, like
absolutely, bro.
Such a character.
Yeah, mate. You know, and even in the modern era, you had people like fucking Eli Drake, aka LA Knight, saying on NWA, you know, fucking. This jacket, you know, the shoes of a champion, the classic fucking blooper he did, but all modelled on superstar Billy Graham, you know, and even Ric Flair and people like that, Hogan have admitted that superstar Billy Graham was the fucking blueprint, bro, for that shit. And unfortunately, he passed away earlier on this week. So shout out to Billy Graham, dude.
Yeah, rest in peace, superstar. Not much you can say. If you don't already know about superstar Billy Graham, like, please go and check him out. If you've got the network, he's all over the network. Some of the stuff he did with San Martino in particular, like, the man was a bump machine as well. Before his injuries kicked in, some of the bumps he was taking was, again, way before his time.
What more can you say? You know, apparently found out Tina Turner's just died as well.
Yeah, I just saw that as well on my news feed. 83 years old. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about. Obviously, everyone knows of Tina Turner, but I don't know much about her.
Well, I mean, shout out, rest in peace, Tina Turner and all.
Of course.
Mad thing. Obviously, fuck Rolf Harris. He snuffed it this week.
He can rest in shit.
He can absolutely rest in shit.
That. Where to begin? If you don't already know, we're going to tell you. Hit the subscribe button. You know where to find us. If you don't, Chris is going to reel off every single podcast medium at the end of the show, because that seems to be the best way to do it. Thank you so much to anyone that listens. We've done some really good numbers lately on YouTube. I think Apple Podcasts in particular, the British charts have been very good to us. Find out why. If you're not already listening and sticking around for more than 5 minutes, find out why we're still in these charts. Find out why the numbers are good, because we have a lot of fun doing this.
We do, and also, bruv. So just a shout out to Good Cop, Bad Cop, and Matt Attack. What gone with the episode there, bruv? Does that mean we're still right?
Absolutely.
Facts.
I'm not having, someone can come out and say, oh, by the way, you were wrong. Find out on our episode why, and then it doesn't happen. Matt, to be fair, to his credit, did message us to say that Graham edited it out.
I know. We love him, and Graham fucking troll central. If
that is cold-blooded.
That is cold-blooded. That is amazing. But we love Matt Attack. We love him.
Oh,
absolutely love him. Love Graham. Love the guys.
We will get a date together very, very soon, because we want you to come on our show where there is no organized chaos. It is just chaos.
It's just chaos. But again, to reiterate, we were right, and we are right, because we have not been proved otherwise yet. One other thing we were right about, and we're seeing it play out right now, is I mentioned a couple shows ago that what they need to do with Asuka is turn her heel. And what did they do? They're turning her heel right now, bruv, I reckon. And I reckon she might even win at Night of Champions. I hope she does.
See how good he is at this? He manages to segue us right into Night of Champions, which is what we're going to talk about today at first, for sure. And it's not what you would call a Night of Champions preview show, because I'm sure Chris will eventually start taking the piss out of AEW in the middle somewhere.
But I'm not taking the piss, bro. I'm just commenting on. What are you talking about, Governor?
Yeah. No, let's get to Night of Champions. It is on the horizon. It is this weekend, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. Some of it looks like a good card. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Is it one of the 3 main events? I can't remember what they said. It might not be, actually. I don't think it is. They're calling it a triple main event. I don't think that's one of them.
It looks like an interesting card.
Good match to have, though.
There's a lot of shit being spoken online between the two. They're kind of building it up nicely. Let's start at how we were right before, and we'll talk about Seth freaking Rollins versus AJ Styles.
You're right. This is something I would say, it was a prediction / spoiler.
Yeah.
We had a feeling that AJ Styles was going to be the man to face Seth Rollins. One, because it's a new championship match. They want it to be the best it can be. Who are you going to put in that spot?
That's right. You got it. AJ has constantly excelled in his performances. He'll always be able to put on a show. These guys have been, they even wrestled each other back in the day in Ring of Honor. They've known each other for years. They can for sure put on a show. We're in for a treat. Let me talk about how Sami Zayn is actually going to be performing in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, man being Syrian, there was some issues before where he either didn't want to go or thought that, there might be some kind of tensions, or he might get ended up just bundled in the back of a police car or fucking whatever when he goes there or whatnot because of his passport or his dual nationality or whatnot. But that seems to be all good. The diplomatic relations between the countries seem to be okay at the moment, shall we say.
That's what we're saying. Like, it's the diplomatic sort of part of it seems to be an okay standpoint
at the moment. Yeah. So we are getting treated to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa
for the undisputed tag team championships.
Yeah, but this is the start of the crumbling of the bloodline, because I believe that Roman Reigns, not for his title, but this is the first match he's going to lose in how long?
I'm not sure if he's going to lose.
You don't think so?
I'm not certain. Talking of the crumbling of the bloodline, Roman seemed a little shook when he accidentally bumped into Solo. Is it something that could have been a plan, a setup, or is Roman just a little bit shaky about Solo? We've talked about Solo in the past.
Yeah.
We've said that he, at one point, accidentally or by design, were building Solo to be a huge babyface.
Yeah.
He's got, for some reason, he has a natural charisma by staying fucking silent.
Yeah, but it's them ones, isn't it? It's like silent Boba Fett. huge babyface, bro, because you've got the talker and he's the porker. You get what I'm saying? Like you've got the Jay and Silent Bob thing going on. He's the Silent Bob just chilling there in the background, and you've got Roman who likes to talk.
I mean, we've said this before. Could Solo be the one? Was it about Jay? The story for me could go one of many ways, obviously, but it looks to me as though Roman and Solo, if you are talking about the crumbling of the bloodline, could defend those tag titles at a premium live event, whether it's Money in the Bank or SummerSlam or something, against the Usos. Let's discuss that for a second.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, or it could be a thing where he goes, where they win them and then give them to the Usos and go, right, you fucking lost these because you were dickheads. I've got them back for you. Me and Solo have had to get them back for you. If you lose these again, there's going to be problems. Or is that, something like that. I can't see him having a match with them just yet.
That's why I think the further down the line it could be more likely to be a SummerSlam Survivor Series. As much as we could, wish it was Money in the Bank, I think the heat in the sort of moment in the arena for something like that would be wild, but too early.
It would be a bit early. You've got to let that play out.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone if I'm slurping my drink, man. It's quite hot here and I'm slurping away.
Yeah, it has been warm in the UK.
Yeah, bruv. Nice.
Goodness me.
Summertime, mate.
Yeah. It's time to whip out the old white vest.
Bruv, man's going to pull out. Don't, because I'll pull out the string vest on the show. 100%.
Well, there's something for the OnlyFans.
Mate, I'd swear down, bruv. OnlyFans is coming. You can't fight it. Yeah, it's one of them things.
We couldn't fight TikTok, so
no, it's going to happen. And then you'll see us around Wembley, or you'll see us around the O2 wearing our hoodies with our TikTok, with our
the QR
code on, and then it'll be the OnlyFans thing straight through.
The QR codes are legit.
They are legit because they worked. Matty done it, bruv, the other day.
Yeah, they do work.
They do work, bruv. Shout out to Matty as well.
Yeah, you might see us around Wembley. You might see Chris singing.
You will.
These things happen. If he bursts into song, you better believe I'm going to capture it and put it on TikTok.
It happens every episode, bruv. That last one, the Sorry Miss Jackson one, fucking had me in stitches, bro. Like, it's, but it's the thing, it's just the way my brain works. It's that ADHD, fam. I can't help it. Legit.
So where were we? That's right, the bloodline. Is it ready to, are the cracks forming? Of course they are. Is it going to break? Probably not yet. Not yet, but
I think we're going to start seeing the cracks, occurring. Which is, it's great. The whole storyline playing out is great.
I still think Roman and Solo could win it. I think there's a good chance you'll see them win it. Lots of bragging rights, lots of celebration to come with the 1,000th day as with Roman as champion. What better way to celebrate than to have more championships around him?
I mean, that's a madness, though, as well, isn't it?
Yeah. He could walk into that 1,000th day with 4 titles draped on him. 6 if he carries Solo's belts as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's possible. Where to next?
Where to? So
well, can you pick a winner from Seth and AJ for me?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Seth. It's got to be Seth.
I
I would say it has to be. I mean, that's all I can say. I think it's going to be.
I think the build has led to Seth. There's a lot of Seth centric, vignettes and lots of him on the mic. It's building to him, and Seth has been a workhorse for like 2 years.
Yeah, he's put in the work, mate. He's wrestled anyone and everyone. He has created an aura around himself with his outfits, with the way he carries himself.
He's created an aura around himself where losses don't matter. He took Cody over 3 times, and one of them, Cody had one arm.
Oh, bro, let me chat. Come, let me touch you. What go on with Cody's arm now?
Yes, that's right. Brock hit Cody's arm on Raw with a keg. They're insisting. It's obviously a kayfabe thing. They're insisting it's broken. It's no good. So he gets to wrestle Brock with one arm. Like, I saw a hilarious tweet the other day saying, scrap the Cody and Brock match, put Brock in the match with AJ and Seth, have Brock win the world title. As funny as that would be.
No. Yeah. What was the
It's adversity, isn't it, for Cody? Cody thrives on adversities.
Yeah, I mean, there's adversities, right, bruv? But there's wrestling Brock Lesnar with one arm.
Wrestling Brock Lesnar is an adversity in his first place.
Yeah.
For someone that's as close a pal to Brock Lesnar as you are, Chris, you would know all about Brock. You know his mindset.
Brock at this point is Vince McMahon in the Attitude Era with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You said you could wrestle me with one hand behind your back.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's getting silly, fam.
I'm not feeling the over, adversities here for Cody. Like, just let a one-on-one match. They should have, got past that bit already. They've already done that. Have the street fight already.
I mean, yeah, if we're going to look at it, I mean, I know this is wrestling, so why look at it in a logical sense? In a logical sense, if you're going to look at it, Cody's going to get his fucking ass handed to him, bruv. That's what I'm waiting to see. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to see. Cody get his ass handed to him.
So I've only just noticed this. Is that an "I'm your pappy" or "I'm your mammy" t-shirt?
That's I'm your pappy.
Okay.
I want the mammy one. I think they only do them in gyal. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
I've got the shape for it, bruv. I've got the figure. OnlyFans. See me squeeze into a women's t-shirt.
Speaking of "I'm your mammy,"
yep,
Rhea Ripley and Natalya Neidhart. All that does not get me going.
Not happy, bruv.
Natty's come out online and said a few things, saying it upsets her and all this, to see all the negativity. But
why is she there?
Did no one else want to go? I don't know.
What? Yeah, but why? That's what I'm trying to say. Why is she there? I don't understand. There's got to be other people to fight Rhea Ripley.
Ripley's reign should be uninterrupted at this point, and I'd imagine it won't be a long match, and she'll just be
Yeah, but then again, it goes to say, what's the point? Like, you maybe build a storyline with someone at this time. Then, maybe they might build something. I don't know what they're gonna. Natty's been chucked in there. How did that come about?
To be honest, mate, I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Liv Morgan got injured.
That's right.
Dakota Kai got injured in the same match. There are other people out there that could have challenged Rhea Ripley, but this is the situation we're in. Just take your medicine, move on from it. I'm sure a program for Rhea will start after this.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see her. I want to see her and Bayley.
Two heels, isn't it?
I think they're gonna turn Rhea face. I think they're gonna turn her face, and I hope Bayley.
But then does Dom turn face too? They're a bit of a double act, man. I wouldn't be breaking it up anytime soon.
Yeah, but I can see him trying to turn Rhea face and getting her out of the stable.
I don't know, man. I think it's a really good fit, and sometimes, perfect time is when you think it's a really good fit is to shock people and bring it out. But obviously, we're still waiting for that Rhea Ripley and Solo match that they've been teasing the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's going to happen. They're not going to turn her anytime. I mean, I say that I don't expect them to do it anytime soon, but I feel that is where they're going to go.
Asuka and Bianca Belair. I can't see it going any other way than Bianca winning.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's starting to annoy me now.
Are you starting to lose patience? Do you reckon Bianca should turn heel?
I just think she should lose. I think that Asuka deserves it. I think that a heel Asuka is brilliant. I just want her to beat the crap out of Bianca and take the belt. That's it.
I would be surprised if that happened, but
I want it to happen. Not that it's going to happen, but that is what I would like. Yeah.
The other match on the show, Intercontinental Championship, Gunther and Mustafa Ali. I'm only seeing this go one way as well, but I'm sure Ali will get a close 2 count at some point.
At some point he will, but Gunther ain't losing, is he?
Be mental to do it now. And I don't think they will.
The ring general.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good.
It ain't happening, bro.
Good shit.
You know what I mean? The real good shit.
Seemed like a good show. I don't think it has the I don't think it has the pull of like, what was it, the Logan Paul and Roman Reigns match? Like that was some mad shit, wasn't it? Like,
I think if you're gonna have a night of champions, I think you have to have, at least a couple of new. You need to.
where are you going to do it?
I would say Bianca
Theory
Belair
going to be on the show, like.
No, I mean, they might chuck in another match somewhere.
Yeah, I think if you were going to flip one, it would be Austin Theory.
Because at the moment we're looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of them being title matches, and then the 5th one being the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion between Seth and AJ. Someone was saying,
yeah.
Oh, he was the FCW, the inaugural FCW Jack Briscoe 15 champion.
He was the first NXT champion as well.
Yeah, and he's the first NXT champion. So I think he's been inaugural.
My memories haven't gone yet.
At Night of Champions, Rollins will become the first WWE star to have competed in 3 inaugural singles championships matches.
Well, he wasn't he in the match for the Universal Championship with Finn Balor where Balor got injured.
He became the first NXT champion after defeating Jinder Mahal. The Visionary was also one of the first stars to compete for the Universal Championship, correct? However, Finn Balor won it.
This one, yeah.
And then this one.
We're also giving you some facts. What more can we do for you people?
Right.
Night of Champions, Saturday. I'm sure if any of you have listened to this before Saturday, which I hope you will have, there are sort of predictions. Who knows, we might be right and might have to do another show about how right we were next week.
And if we are right, we will do another show saying how right we were.
Yes.
Fuck you, Matt. We're going to do
it. Moving on, let's talk about AEW. Because why wouldn't we? Oh,
right.
No, I've upset him. Sorry.
No, because I heard some other news this week. Yesterday. I found out yesterday. Again, this is another... Last week on the show, I spoke about how Tony Khan is a pussy.
Yeah, last week you called him a pussy. Yeah.
And today I will continue to call him a pussy because that new shit has come to light. Okay,
is this the thing about lawyers getting involved?
This is the thing about the fact that everyone's talking about Ace Steel. Okay. And how, the reason why Punk isn't back is because Punk wants Ace Steel to come back or whatever. Ace Steel has been being paid by the company. He's still been employed by AEW.
Remotely, is that right?
Yeah, they're just paying him to stay home and stay out of because of the fucking...
That's some WCW shit right there.
This is some fucking bullshit, bruv. It's like, come on, Tony... Take control of your fucking company, bruv. Tell these people to fuck off.
Well, no, let's continue down the road of WCW. They've got the massive logo for Collision. Yep. It looks great, just like Nitro's. There was a time when WCW would pay superstars and wrestlers to stay home. Lanny Poffo collecting paycheck after paycheck for years to not show up on TV. Kevin Wacholtz, a.k.a. Nails, I believe he worked one match in WCW as the Convict, paid a ton of money to stay home. This is straight out of the playbook of good old God-loving Ted Turner.
This is some fucking pussy old shit, okay? This is Tony Khan not being man enough to take control of his company. Again, he's trying to placate multiple people at the same time. So in one breath, he's saying, don't worry, Ace, you're still employed. We're still going to pay you. Don't worry, Punk. We're still going to pay him. We're not firing him. Blah blah blah. And then in the other hand, he's talking. He's got the Bucks and Kenny and all that on the other side. And he's going, oh, don't worry. He's not going to be here. He's not going to be here. He's not going to be around you guys. He's not going to be on shows. He's not going to be here. He's just literally again. This is classic. You can see it a mile away. I'm too much of a fucking dweeb to tell a certain group of people, fuck off. This is my company. I'll do what the fuck I want. You work for me, bitch.
Is it that simple? It might be too difficult, because if he bins a Steel, Punk doesn't come back.
Where are the Bucks? Where are the Bucks and Kenny going? If he tells him, look, this is fucking business. Go fuck yourself.
Well, A Steel continues to his producing role, as far as I'm aware, on Collision with Punk and that crew.
But
that way, it keeps everyone away from each other, and doesn't add fuel to the fire. But you are right. He's going to learn the lesson. He needs to take control.
He's going to learn the lesson very quickly that you cannot please everybody all the time. You cannot make everybody happy. You need to do what's best for your business. You got to do what is best. Get them all in a room. Get them all in a room and just say, you are grown fucking adults. This is not a school. I'm not your fucking teacher. I am your fucking boss. And you, all of you, Punk included, get Ace Steel in there. Get fucking Larry the Dog in there, for fuck's sake. I don't give a fuck. Sit them all in there, and just say to them, this is where you work. You work for me. I am the boss, and you will work for me.
I don't think Larry the Dog is a paid employee of AEW, but
he should be. He contributed to the story.
He was there, maybe he is. I don't know. Like, it wouldn't surprise me.
When Punk's doing his media scrum in the ring.
Yes, something we've mentioned before.
Yeah, he should have Larry the Dog with him.
He might be worried he turned into a mascot like the Bulldogs had.
I mean, that would be great, though.
Coco Beware,
Yeah, that'd be fucking... You know what I mean? Fucking flapping away. They'll have Larry the Dog with his fucking... head bobbing like Churchill the dog. Oh, yes.
We have mentioned the media scrum in the ring before. I swear to God, if it happens... I mean, you may have to make a claim, Chris.
I'm telling you, bruv. That's what I'm saying. We have to make a claim. We have to, because we have dropped that a few times. But, it boils down to the fact that by this whole splitting of, right, you lot go and work over there and you lot go and work over there, you've got to have everyone be able to work everywhere. You can't just split these people up. It's like, it's like school. It's like, Bill and John don't like each other. You sit on that table and you sit on that table and both just fucking behave and just do your work on separate tables. It ain't like that.
Not always the case. It was, sit at that table to sit at that table. We'll all turn our backs at lunchtime.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's ridiculous behaviour. This is a multi-billion-pound company, and these fuckers are making good money. And if Tony Khan hasn't got the fucking cojones to just sit every single one of them, including Punk and everybody in a room, and just say, look, like, you lot have just got to sort it out. You lot have just got, you work for me, and I need you to be everywhere whenever I need you. And we need to make money. We need to push this to where we need to be. So all of you can just fucking just squash it, bruv. And we need to make that money. It's quite simple. But
they're going to need to. You're right. They're going to need to start making some fucking compelling TV, because Double or Nothing, which is now a three-legged donkey, is shifting towards its date in Las Vegas. They haven't sold out. The matches that are planned, the main event looks and feels like shit. The only one that's worth caring about at the moment is MJF. And if you put him in shit like this, people will go, this is shit.
They're shoving. They're shoving
about
Orange.
The ratings, but already.
I mean, they're shoving Orange Cassidy down our throats. It's sad, bro. The expectation, again, we've said this before. The expectation when AEW was created was high. It was.
Maybe that's our fault. Maybe that as fans, that is our fault for expecting so much.
Sure, I'll take that.
And maybe it's also the fault of these diehards that have, given it the rose-tinted cover time and time again, saying this is great, this is great, this match was great, this match was great, when they were, average at best.
I'll take that. You're right. I mean, you are right. That's what I'm saying. You are right. The expectations were, we put those expectations on it. Fine. It was hyped up to us as well, bruv. Yeah, we were sold a fucking monorail. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is it. You're being sold a monorail, but you're being sold it by a second-hand car salesman like fucking Frank Butcher.
Exactly.
You're being sold. You've been sold a lemon, and it's been marked up as a beauty, and it's not.
Yeah, and when life gives you lemons, where was it? When God gives you lemons, get a new God. You know what I'm saying?
Lemons and bail.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? It's, for me, the key factor is that it's gonna get even more ridiculous as we go. I mean, the story is ridiculous as it is. That you can't just get everyone in a room. If this was any other company, forget a wrestling company, okay? Forget, you know, imagine this was fucking a burger restaurant, right? And you got
I'm
people,
listening.
yeah, you've got people on the production line of burgers. You got the guy that puts the first bun down and squirts a bit of sauce. You got the next guy that puts the burger on. You got the next man who puts the lettuce in and the cheese and all that. Yeah. Then you got the other guy in the end that slaps the top big hot, you know, wrap, puts it on, bosh, out the door. The burger guy and the guy that puts the top bun on out of fucking Barney. One of his brethren bit him and all that. They had a fucking fight. So if no one's getting fired,
But
the boss.
these are very well paid burger employees.
Fine. It's Five Guys, yeah, whatever, yeah. It's, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's Five Guys, yeah. So they're getting paid a little bit better, free peanuts and all them things there, yeah. The boss would have to gather everyone together. The boss wouldn't say, right, I'm going to build another restaurant, yeah. So yous can work in that one and yous can work in the other one. So then now you can both be happy and you're not going to fight anymore. The boss wouldn't do that. The boss would go, I'm the boss. You all work here. If you don't like it, you can fuck off. But if you are going to work here, you're going to get on because we need to make burgers.
What you are, when you mention the boss, you are talking about the Michael Scott of professional wrestling. It's essentially the David Brent, that character. I get full-on vibes of those guys when you think of Tony Khan. He's trying to be everybody's pal.
Yes.
Trying to, you know, wants everyone to be his friend. Doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
That's correct.
But is a fucking calamity.
Yeah, he's a coward. He's an absolute coward. It's going to be.
We're definitely not getting invited to those media scrums.
No, mate, it don't matter. You know, at the end of the day, it's true. But you can't. It's very simple. Looking at it, everybody can see. Those who have eyes to see will see exactly what's going on. You know, I said this as well. Right at the beginning when they said they were making another show, I said, even before fucking Cornette said it, I don't give a fuck, man. I like Corny, but even before Cornette said it, I said the only reason they're splitting the brands is because he's doing it so these fuckers don't have to work with them fuckers. So he's trying to please everybody. He's splitting the roster so then people that don't like each other can work in different places. And he thinks he's fucking Mr. Smart Guy. No. It's absolutely wrong.
It's a waste of money.
But he's got money to waste as well.
Of course
he's
he has.
Fucking spaffing it up a wall.
It's at this point, it's a bad comedy turned tragedy. Like I said, ratings are already plummeting. The matches are getting progressively worse. People are getting hurt, and it's not a case of, like, you know, people being bitten and stuff. It's people are getting hurt in the ring. You know, Jungle Boy almost got dropped on his head this past week. How bad is it going to get? Someone's going to get really hurt, and I don't mean like a broken arm because someone landed on a ladder or something like that. Like, someone's gonna be Buff Bagwelled in the ring.
What was it you fucking text me the other day on Sunday, bro? That you saw a tweet that said something about Soraya's neck.
Oh man, yeah. We are not the writers of the said tweet, but I did see this tweet. Someone said that poor Soraya's neck was held together with thoughts and prayers. That is so fucked up.
That's fucking killer though, bro.
Yeah. It's a concern.
Yeah,
it's more than it being a joke. It's a genuine concern.
But you've got Britt Baker also saying that fucking Adam Cole's his next bump could be his last. You get what I'm saying?
Don't be working.
Or is it a shoot or is it?
Could be kayfabe. Of course, it could.
You know,
if it's kayfabe, it's designed to get more fans on Adam Cole's side. Then sure, but it might work. I don't know. He was out of the ring for a while though.
You know, can you imagine these other wrestling promoters, whether it be in America, whether it be in Japan, whether it be anywhere, instead of actually doing their job and getting people to work together and saying, I'm the fucking boss, you'll do what I say, and not doing that and doing what Tony's doing and splitting the roster and creating a whole nother fucking place for these people to work. And look at the people that are advertised to work on Collision. Look at the people, bro. Miro, Andrade, Thunder Rosa,
Outcasts.
Outcast, bruv. And that I'm talking.
It's
fucking,
there's a really common thing, and it's not the gimmick outcasts. Yeah, you're right.
No, it's ridiculous.
People that have been banished.
Yeah, it's like, you still work for me. I'm paying you. I'm going to create this other place, so then you don't have to deal with no one else. You just go and work over there. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's the remedial class, isn't it?
Bruv, fucking Tony Khan's fucking remedial, bruv. Yeah? Like, the guy needs to fix up, fam. He's got too much money and no sense. He is a pussyhole. He's a weak man. And he needs to man up. I'm sorry. Truth hurts, bruv. Absolutely. Truth hurts. And these fuckers don't want to hear it, mate. But, you know, at the end of the day, Tony Khan's got a good thing. Yeah, he really has got a good thing. AEW could really topple WWE if it's done right. It really could. Let's not fuck about. Look at what he's got in his hands.
That's a bold statement.
He has. No, he could. He could. Think about it, bro. He's got the funds. Okay, that's not in question. We're not questioning that he doesn't have the funds. He has the TV time. Absolutely has the TV time. If he just used a little bit of this, yeah, the RS meme coming in, yeah, roll safe, yeah. Sorry, that's an old meme now, yeah.
It is now, yeah.
Roll safe, yeah. If you haven't seen the Hood documentary, people watch it.
Called
but
Dublin,
right. Tony Khan, he could give WWE easily a run for their money. He really could. He's got the TV time. He's got the money. He's got the equipment. You know, he's got the backing of the TV company. He has got the talent there if used correctly and utilized and booked correctly. But his ego and his need to be liked by everybody will be his downfall. His ego in the way that he needs to let other people book it, bro. He needs to let other people have the book. He needs to. He's had people like Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson and Jake the Snake Roberts. Give him the book, bruv. Just let him book. What arm could be done? He's not Booker of the Year. Okay, he's the money man. All right, keep it that way. Although a lot gets said about Vince McMahon, he wants to be Vince McMahon so bad.
I mean, in some aspects, I'm sure there are some aspects he doesn't want to be Vince.
Bruv, it's them. You know them ones there, them creepy boy there with no social skills. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? You know he's done some questionable shit himself. Allegedly. Yeah. This just, you know, it's just them creepy. Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. Cut his mic off. Cut his mic off. But he's a bit creepy. Yeah, like, you know, it's one of them ones where, you know, forget about that. But I think he wants to be like Vince McMahon. He wants to be the head honcho doing everything, but he can't. He can't do it. He needs to let other people book. But the main thing is, you know, sorry to go on, bro, but he needs to, at the end of the day, my final, like Jerry Springer's final thought, my final thought on this is Tony Khan needs to stop being a pussy. He needs to get every single wrestler that works in his company in one room and sit them all down and say, right, this stops now. Get Miro in there, get Andrade in there, sit them all down, get Thunder, Potato Sack Rosa in there as well, yeah? Get them all in there and just sit them down and go, look, it stops now, okay? This is not a schoolyard. This is my company, right? And if you work for me, you got to do what I tell you to do. And if you don't like it, there's a door over there and you lot can all just fuck off. Because there are people chomping at the bit to get in this company. There are people that are willing to get into AEW and will do what's needed to be done to get into AEW. So it don't matter who you are. You could be CM Punk. You could be fucking the Bucks. You could be anybody. But the fact is, I'm the boss. This is the company. We want to give WWE a run for their money, and we can only do that if we're all working together on the same page. Forget your own personal fucking bullshit. Let's do this. Let's go.
Let's leave Tony Khan
for another week.
For a week, yeah.
But
sorry, man. I want to talk about Keith Lee.
Again.
The downfall of Keith Lee.
Again. How could you fuck up Keith Lee?
I think it was Rampage this week, or whatever show. It's a struggle to keep up with every one of them.
It is, mate. It is.
Keith Lee into a fist fight with Brian Cage, and it was like they were punching through caramel. Wow, it was slow, ponderous, sad.
In AEW, the one thing I've seen, they don't work very snug.
I think it was sad as well because of how far Keith Lee has dropped. I put it out maybe earlier on in the week. Keith Lee will probably be one of the biggest what ifs in pro wrestling. Made his main WWE main roster debut in a Royal Rumble where he, went head to head with Brock Lesnar. And the place was going fucking nuts. And now he's on Rampage having shitty brawls with Brian Cage in a dead feud with Swerve Strickland, which is, I didn't even know it was still going on until he came out on Rampage. Like, Jesus, man.
Have you seen what someone said? Someone said that Keith Lee wasn't looking in good shape, and then someone else said his doctor said if he worked out, he would literally die. They were justifying him not getting into shape, and it's like, well, surely getting in the ring and wrestling is working out.
It's a workout, yeah. I'm not sure where that nonsense came from, but
I've seen it.
I would find it hard to believe that was true in any.
I absolutely, but someone said it.
They did, yeah. Someone said it was against doctor's orders to work out or something.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's a sad state of affairs, that one, I'm afraid. Keith Lee, for me and maybe for you, it was can't miss. Those matches in NXT, those matches on the indies, especially with Dijakovic.
Pick the graduate mind for a minute. Let me ask you a question, right? In your opinion, what would you do with your Miros, your Andrades, your Keith Lees, your people that have got the potential to do something in AEW, but for whatever reason, other people are getting pushed. But these people were supposed to be game changers. Andrade was supposed to be a game changer.
You're doing that ASMR again.
Yeah. Game changer. Them ones there. It's what would you do, bro? I'm a kick back, relax, and listen to what you reckon, because you know what you're talking about, bruv. You know, these guys are, Andrade's a good hand, good worker. Very good. Miro,
and he's been busting in the gym as well. You can see that, like, he's been taking photos and stuff. He's obviously committed to getting in the best shape possible, gym or otherwise.
So what are they going to do with these guys? Miro should have had a fucking belt long time.
He had the TNT title, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, he should be. He should be well up there. So what do they do?
I know people can get hung up and say, "Oh, it was a long time ago when he came out at WrestleMania in a tank." Let's just remember he came out at WrestleMania in a tank and did some other questionable things in said tank with his missus,
who also could be utilized in the company. Surely.
No, she seems happy doing what she's doing. She showed up in she was in the crowd at Backlash, wasn't she?
Yeah, but yeah, again, that's another opportunity wasted, right?
Well, she's not contracted, so I'm assuming they just left her to it, let her crack on, like see her friends and do whatever.
Fine, but they could utilize her, really. But anyway, what do they do?
Well, what happens? Do you have to create a new championship? That's my first question, because you're not going to have a whole show and have nothing to wrestle for. The whole point of every show, everyone wants to be a champion or the champion. So are we split branding? Are we having multiple championships? Is just one championship going over? There are a lot of championships in AEW. What channel is it on? It's on TNT, right? Yeah. Put your TNT champion on Collision then. It's going to have to be. No one is going to go and work on Collision and just have matches. It's not Dark. It's not Dark Elevation, or hell, it's not Rampage. There needs to be a common goal that everyone is working towards.
It's Saturday primetime TV, brother.
So you need to have a championship.
You've got to have that
will
goal.
Not be invested unless there is a championship involved. I understand that rotating people is very much Tony Khan's thing. If that's what he wants to do, you rotate the challengers and the champions in effect. But you make sure that those guys like Miro, Andrade, whoever else is there, Keith Lee, gets that chance to shine on the top of the card. Not one and done matches like Danielson had with MJF. And then he's back down the card in the group thing with the taking on the Elite, and that it's fucked. These guys need time, and they've got TV time. They need time. They need proper vignettes to explain who they are
and proper booking.
So someone like Miro, none of this glass ceiling bollocks that they brought him out with to begin with, saying how much he shove up your brass ring, shove up your ass and all this like nonsense like that. Miro is an ass kicker. He is a Bulgarian brute. Let him do what he does best. I probably agree that he needs a mouthpiece. There's plenty of people that can do it. Say, for instance, 4 people: CM Punk, Andrade, Miro, and a 4th. I'm not picking Keith Lee. Keith Lee is colder than, Christmas dinner right now.
But no, think about this, though. All 4 of them have got one thing in common.
Go on.
They used to work for the E.
Would you incorporate that into a story?
Well, why not?
I don't know.
You could say...
I wouldn't be using my new show to talk about the company they used to work for, which is still very much, a bigger and better show than what you've got.
Yeah, but you've also got the real life storyline of these guys were brought in from that company, and now they've been wasted and sitting on their ass for months and not really doing nothing.
I think it'd be more about the competition. So I am better than you, not 4 pillars, not.
No, I would say if you were gonna do some kind of shoot storyline, which I mean, again, this is just off the top of my head. Just say, them 4. Just say, look, Tony, you fucking wasted your opportunities, mate. Look at the superstars that you've got here.
The other thing is this finally the time we see Tony Khan become an on-screen character?
Yes. If it's going to happen, it should happen with these 4.
You're going to do anything, you're going to rehash Vince and Stone Cold. It's going to be CM Punk and fucking Tony Khan, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if I want to see that.
If it's done well...
I hope he doesn't come onto TV, by the way.
Yeah, but the fact is, all of his announcements and all of the time he goes on goes to show you he wants to be on TV and he likes it. He loves having that mic in his hand. He loves it. He absolutely loves it, else he wouldn't do it. His announcements have been an announcement that an announcement is coming, and then one announcement was an announcement about...
There's another announcement tonight, isn't there?
Yeah, there's announcements about announcements, bruv. Last week was an announcement that he was going to make an announcement the following week.
We record on a Wednesday before Dynamite is shown, because we're in the UK, it's a lot earlier. There is an announcement tonight. From what I'm aware of, it is an announcement of where Collision is going to be, whether it's Chicago. If it's Chicago, then Punk's going to be there.
And it was supposed to be called The Second Coming.
Oh, sounds ominous.
Sounds naughty.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you do with these guys?
You make it about the competition. That's all. To start with, you make it about the competition. You can get into personal effects and personal, troubles and issues and woes after that. But to begin with, it's about competition. Who is better than who? The guys that can cut a good promo, let them cut their promos. If you can't cut a good promo, let someone else do it for you. But just let it be about the competition. Let there be a championship at the end of it where they meet at All In a fatal 4-way or something, if that's the way you want to do it. If not, you've still got to do Punk and FTR against the Elite.
Well, you had... I'm going back to TNA now, right? You had Booker T bring in a championship called the Legends title. Yeah.
Which was a shit name for a title, but I get it.
Right. I thought it was good because if you're going to have guys like Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho, Miro, Keith Lee.
What are you going to call it? You can call it the Veterans Championship.
Not necessarily, but you get what I'm saying. You've got to have... I think they do have to have another belt in a sense.
It could be that.
It could be something like...
But you've got so many already there.
Yeah, I mean, so break it. They don't have a deep enough women's division to have a women's tag team championship, but they've got
There's 2 women's championships. There's Then there's the All Atlantic Championship, or whatever it is.
Who's got that now?
That's what Orange Cassidy's got, right?
Is that the one he's got? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the All Atlantic Championship. It could be something else now.
Yeah. Who's got the so TBS is the women's one.
Yeah.
TNT is the who's got the TNT?
Wardlow, I think.
And then you've got MJF with the heavyweight championship.
Yeah. And then you've got the Ring of Honor title, which also defended on TV.
Right. Correct. And Samoa Joe's got that, right?
Samoa Joe's got the TV title.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Right. Yeah, there's a lot, right?
Who's got the world title? Is it Claudio?
I couldn't actually tell
you.
you.
Exactly. See, it flips around. You can't really tell. But there are a lot of championship belts in that promotion. And maybe you do need to just spread them out over more shows.
Yeah.
But that's not a reason to have more shows, but that's...
Because then you can showcase it a little bit more. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's to finish your question. It would be about competition. It wouldn't have to be round robin. It wouldn't have to be anything like that. There wouldn't have to be points. It wouldn't be like, well, maybe it would be like New Japan with the brackets and stuff. Who knows? But it would have to be around competition to start. Personal issues would not be a thing straight away.
I mean, but something has.
I'm not the Booker of the Year. I don't know.
No, not yet, mate. Not yet. But something has to be done. They've got the TV time. They've got people really, if they're utilized well, they could do something with. I mean, we can only speculate about what's going to happen. They're going to announce. He's going to announce Collision. He's going to announce because it was supposed to be in Chicago.
I still think it might be.
Yeah, I mean,
it will have been announced by the time this goes out. So, insert name of town here. I'm sure we'll be thrilled to have Collision.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we shall see, my friend. We shall see.
Shall indeed. Before we move on, it is that time. I'm sure Domus is always thrilled to hear what we've got to say week after week after week when we talk about your VPN service. Do you have one? If you don't, why not? Why are you insisting on letting people, nefarious, villainous people, dig around in your shit?
Exactly.
So we can help you. We can help you with this.
We can help you with that, all you got to do is get on to the link below, use the promo code GRAPPLE, and you can get yourself 3 months free. And when you pay for a subscription, you get your virus protection, you get your VPN.
83% off.
83% off, yeah. So you can protect yourself if you're on public Wi-Fi. It can go on all your devices. So if you're in a hotel, you're in an airport, you're anywhere in a shopping center doing whatever you're doing.
There are a lot of dodgy people out there looking to sell your information on the dark web. You do not want that.
I was going to say, what would little Gary do? Little Gary would get Surfshark VPN because that is the smart thing to do. So go and do that. Get your VPN service, get your virus protection, get it from us, get it from Surfshark. Click the link in the description, use the promo code GRAPPLE, you get 83% off and 3 months free.
And let's not forget, the summer is approaching. You're going to be going on your holiday soon, I'm sure of it. A lot of the listeners, you're going to be going on your holidays. You're going to want to keep some of those home comforts. You might want to watch your BBC iPlayer whilst you're away, whilst you're abroad. You might want to watch your Premier League football, for instance. You might want to watch anything like that.
That's right.
OG WWE Network. You can still do that by using your Surfshark VPN. Let's not fuck about, eh?
That's it. Do it. You know it makes sense, Rodney. You know it makes sense.
We're starting to sell our Frank Butcher now.
That's right. Bye. Yeah, you know it makes sense.
So we've shifted. AEW, have we played it out?
I think we've played it out, bro. But it's sad, bro, because as we are approaching Wembley, people, right? And we're going, bro. So I had to do something for Matty on Sunday, yeah, and he come with me to sort some bits out, right, on Sunday afternoon. And we went to Burger King, right, because we was hungry. Saw a geezer in there with a Danhausen t-shirt on. And I was wearing, what was I wearing? I was wearing a Macho Man Randy Savage t-shirt. It just said Savage and had a picture of Macho Man like this, right? So I looked at him and literally pointed at him and just went, wrestling t-shirt, right? No shit. I literally pointed at him and went, wrestling t-shirt. And then he looked at me and he went, yeah, dude. And then we started chatting, yeah? Shout out to the man that we saw in Burger King. he's going to Wembley, okay, as well. And we were talking about Wembley, what could possibly happen, what might be the main event, is CM Punk going to be there, blah, 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 right? Told him about the podcast. Hopefully he watches, but he's a big AEW fan, so hopefully he doesn't mind us like shitting on AEW a little bit. But the fact is, it's tough love. Yeah, it's tough love. We do it because we want to love it. Yeah, we want to like. It's not like, you know, we don't hate on AEW because we want it to fold. Yeah, because that's not going to happen because Tony Khan's got far too much money for that to happen. But we just want it to be good, bruv. We want it to prosper, to create jobs for the boys and girls for a long time going forward. And talking about Wembley, these things have got to get built up. We want a good show. We want to go to Wembley and we want to be fucking rocking when we get to Wembley. We're looking forward to seeing bomb, bomb, bomb. We're looking forward to this. Yeah. We don't want to go there and just be like, oh, fucking hell, that was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want it to dribble out, bruv. You want it to, you know, be busting all over man's face. You know what I'm saying? That's it, you know? So we want it to be fucking fantabulous, yeah? We want it to be great. And the only way they're going to do that is build these storylines up. You know, whatever's going to happen with Collision's going to happen, but we want to see this building up to Wembley. We want it to be good. We want it to blow the non-existent roof off of Wembley. We want it to be good, don't we, JB?
We do. It's not a worry yet. There's plenty of time.
I mean, is there plenty of time? 2 months?
Yeah, there's enough time to
3
build
months.
something. Don't give up on them just yet.
I won't. We're still hoping for good things.
Before we decide to wrap this and say we've had enough and we're tired because it's evening and, you know, we're tired, AEW Fight Forever has been finally given its release date, June 29th. All good gaming platforms and some bad ones too. Oh, this does not look good.
Mate, have you seen the picture of all the blood all everywhere?
Yes.
And it's like, oh, some people were worried that the blood's gone. No, it's not. Jesus, you know?
It doesn't look amazing. They're saying that the gameplay is going to be good. It's going to have that sort of N64 engine, or something similar. Which, yeah, don't get me wrong, some great games on the N64 wrestling games. But
it's 2023, bruv.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Those, you know, some of those games were WrestleMania 2000.
Bruv.
No Mercy, yeah. Like,
right, come on, bruv. Yeah, look, I've got them right on my shelf here, okay? Fucking WrestleMania 2000 on the N64, right? Warzone on the fucking N64. Bruv, these games are 20 years ago, fam.
I've got WCW, NWO, World Tour, and Revenge.
Yeah, I've got all of that shit up there as well. Revenge, I've got all of that shit. It's like, you know, and you got ECW game on the fucking, you know.
Yeah.
This is get with the fucking program. I will, you know, I would want to play the game to see what it's like.
Yeah, we will endeavour to try it, and I'm sure we will talk about it when it comes out, and we will share our experiences. But
again, we hope it's good.
Yeah, I do hope it's good because, you know, I want to be able to play it, not just look at it and go, "Oh fuck, I want my money back."
God, some of the fucking screenshots are terrible.
Again, yes, it doesn't look great. People, you know, the gatekeepers, the defenders, the mere foot soldiers at the bottom of the castle are saying it's not just about how it looks. People spend a lot of money on these consoles to make for their games to look as good as they look. They don't buy these expensive consoles or, you know, PCs or whatever for their games to look like shit unless they're playing an old game.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if you want to play Pac-Man or something, like, yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
The bastard Pac-Man.
Yeah. So where the fuck is he? Why is he not front and center for I was going to say WWE then, an AEW UK show? Why is he not? Man, I'd like to mention this. We did say this last week. Card is subject to change, and it was.
Yes.
Yeah, things happen.
Things happened, yeah.
So no interview like we spoke about this week or last week. Card subject to change. You know, we don't owe you any refunds.
No, that's right. I mean, we didn't give you no hot dogs, so you didn't give us no hot dogs or whatever. But no, I mean, it is due to happen next week again, so we can see what happens. But it is penciled in again for next week because things happen, man. People are humans. They got lives and they got things that happen, and this is the season for people not feeling very well. With the change of weather and that, people get sick. So shit happens, man. We're not grumbling. It's not the first time it's happened, and it won't be the last either.
People also get sick by eating dodgy fish. So
yeah, I mean, I've trust me, I know.
Are your dodgy fish eating days over?
Hell no,
still, yeah, I didn't think that.
Oh, man, come on, fam. When we go Wembley, and when we go into London, I'm taking you boys to a fucking fish restaurant. It's happening. That's not a euphemism.
He says this, but I'm not averse to finding a dodgy burger van. So that's
it, bro.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Some prime donkey meat in some of those.
Trust
burgers.
me, bro.
And
eating Mr. Ed.
Exactly, mystery meat, and I don't care.
We'll find another buffet.
Should we let the people go?
Let my people go.
Have you got anything else to add before we?
To be honest, mate, as we ramp up to these shows, the next one we're going to would be the WWE shizzle, which would be Money in the Bank, would be SmackDown, be Money in the Bank. A lot of people pissing and moaning about the prices and all that shit as well. Hey, what are you gonna do about it, huh?
Yeah, it's a 20,000 seater.
Yeah, they're in hot demand. Yeah, just looking forward to, that's been booked up for a little while now. Hoping to see good things at WWE, so that's going to be happening soon. AEW again following that. Just looking forward to it. But wrestling now, there's a lot of good stuff going on, but it does seem like we're just, think about what happened when CM Punk turned up in AEW. People thought that was never going to happen. And it was fucking great. The roof popped off. The place went mental. He was buying ice cream bars for people. And then, boom, that faithful media scrum. There's a lot has happened. There's still a lot going to happen. But your boy JB and your boy Chris Dredd, we are going to be here talking you through it, letting you know our thoughts on what is going on, what is happening, and we will be keeping you abreast of all things wrestling. And we ain't going to stop, yeah? Like fucking Puff Daddy, can't stop, won't stop, yeah? That's it.
That's right, we don't stop. And whilst Chris has a very, very quick look on podnews.net, I will tell you that you can find us on YouTube. If you're not already watching us there, hit the subscribe button. I know some of you have already hit it and are returning listeners because I've been checking the YouTube studio and stuff like that. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for staying with us and enjoying, I hope, what we chat about, all the nonsense in between. You can slap the bell. You don't need the notifications.
No, please slap the bell. Our subscriber count is fantastic on YouTube. We love it, and we love doing the video thing. Okay, we because we can do shit like show you the can of Kian. I can show you the games. We can show you stuff. It's great, and you get to see our mugs on the screen. So please subscribe. And there's a big audience on YouTube. There is a lot of wrestling podcasts. We get it, okay? We get there's fucking loads of them talking about loads of stuff. But we like to think that we are slightly different to everyone else. We do things in a slightly different way. So you're getting a slightly different twist on everything. So please do it.
Hertfordshire's #1 wrestling podcast.
We fucking are, dude. There's no contesting about that whatsoever. And if there is, come and see us. We'll meet you down the park. Or
yeah, we ain't whoring out for comps.
Trust me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, we really love being on YouTube. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free, as you fucking know. But it really helps us out. So please subscribe. Slap the bell.
Chris singing is free.
It is.
Yeah, that's the absurdity of it all.
Mate.
People should be paying for that shit.
Come on, man. Come on. I should be Sky TV. People should be paying to view this. Yeah? You know what I'm saying?
So, have you got pod news ready?
Yeah, baby.
Beautiful.
So, You can catch us on Amazon Music, Antenna Pod, Anytime Player, Apple Podcast, Bullhorn, Castomatic, Castbox, Castro, CurioCaster, Fountain, Good Pods, Google Podcasts, G-Podder, iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes, Listen Notes, Luminary, Memento, Moon FM, Overcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbean, Podcast Addicts, Podcast Index, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podchaser, Podfriend, Pod Hero, Podknife, Podstation, Podverse, Podvine, Radio Public, Sonnet, Spotify, Stenio FM, Stitcher, and your RSS feed. God damn it.
Take a drink, man. You've earned it.
Don't know. I will take a little sip of water.
If, and this is a big if your podcast medium was not on there, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make sure it is. So what do we say? We say thank you so much to everyone that's listened, everyone that's watched. If you are listening, of course, leave a review, leave something else, something, whatever. Like it's up to you, but we'd really appreciate it if you did. And we know the people listening because we end up in the fucking charts every week.
Yeah, baby. People are listening. Do you know why? Because we're right. Matt Attack, we're right. Bit of ASMR for you. Some backmasking of the podcast. Matt Attack, we're right.
It could be a twisted running gag where Graham keeps editing out his replies.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have like a double header, and get both the boys on. That's got to happen. Yeah, get Matt Attack and G Money on here, Graham.
Indeed, yeah, that's a plan. We will endeavour to make that happen.
Endeavour, yeah,
yeah, of course.
So you did there.
But now we say thank you so much to everyone that's been sticking with us. I'm JB. The man sitting next to me, the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts, the Raz Prince of wrestling podcasts.
Trust.
Mr. No Hats, No Trainers himself, Chris Dredd. I'm going to give you a little Jerry. I'm going to say take care of yourselves and each other.